I thought I heard you in here, especially after curfew. What are you doing by that window? You should be in your bed, not sitting and staring idly out of... Are you crying? Come here. No, you're not in trouble. Come, sit beside me. Whatever is the matter, little one? Nightmares. Well, I do suppose we all have our fair share of those. Yes, even I have nightmares. As adorable as a statement like that is, it is also naive. Plenty of things can scare even the strongest of people. You'd do well to remember that. Come, bundle up. Well, I certainly can't leave you alone after a nightmare now, can I? That would be cruel, now wouldn't it? Certainly. Do tell me what plagues your mind, little one. I see. Well, I suppose I can indeed say that I relate to such a nightmare. Loss is a terrifying thing. Even though we fear what we see in our darkest of dreams, you should never let that fear take you captive, do you understand? Certainly. Well, you're still young, and you're allowed to let it hurt. What are my nightmares like? Are you really sure you want to ask such a thing, dear? Well, similar to your own. Loss. A strong longing for something that is gone. Yes, death is a painful thing for us all. Plenty of people have yet to figure out how to properly deal with such a thing. Absolutely not. It doesn't make you weak for not understanding how to deal with it. Just because you have nightmares, that doesn't make you weak, little one. They're a terrifying thing. That much is to be said. Everyone goes through this process in their own ways. There are plenty of stages. Some people skip stages altogether. Some go at them in a zigzag pattern. Some never go through it at all. Oh, you're much too young to be worrying about such a thing. Precisely. You're shivering. You must be cold. Here. Come here. I won't bite. There. You can stay nestled into my arm, pressed into my side. The blanket gently draped over your shoulders. The fireplace crackling in the corner. You are safe. Within the confines of this house, nothing and no one will ever touch you. You are protected under my arm, my wing, per se. Yes, precisely. You pick up quickly. Now, Is that better? Good. You're all right. You don't need to be so tense. I understand. It's difficult to let things like that go. The entirety of one's dreamscape can be a barren wasteland, in other words. The things we see within our dreams can be our greatest desires, or our darkest, deepest of secrets that we would never tell anyone. They also hold our greatest fears. The brain likes to pit our own psyche against us in moments of vulnerability. Yes, indeed. Throughout the day, something might have triggered this. Have you been thinking about it? I'm not surprised. Their death was rather recent. Easy. It's all right. You're allowed to cry. I certainly wouldn't judge you for it. Tears are beneath me, but certainly not beneath those that I take care of. You're still young. Crying is a luxury to some people, especially once you get older. Never let go of that. Your ability to express your emotions makes you strong. No. The other children that choose to tell you that such a thing is weak, do you truly believe that they understand what true strength is? Most certainly not. There's that smile. Expressing your emotions makes you strong. Mentally, physically. Take, for instance, someone that bottles up all of their sadness, all of their pain, all of their sorrow. If they were to go about their day doing their chores that I've given them, the tiniest of slip-ups during those chores could result in a full-blown breakdown. Perhaps they could be breaking something, simply breaking down on the floor crying. But all of that would be against their will. Do you understand? Yes, it's good to have these moments of vulnerability, even in the quiet of your room where no one can see, in front of people. It can sometimes be embarrassing or sometimes even feel shameful, but you should never be ashamed of the emotions you've been given. No child should ever have to be ashamed of having human emotions. Those that choose to take them away from someone at a young age. Those are the real monsters under our beds, now aren't they? Precisely, little one. Yes, you're all right. It's all right. You can cry as much as you need. I'm not here to judge you. Never would I do such a thing. You are one of my many children. I will take care of you as if you were my own. Certainly. It feels better to let it out now, doesn't it? Yes, I suppose your nose does get rather stuffy. Your eyes sting, I know. Here, stay there. I'm just reaching over. There. Here. They might sting a little bit, so be gentle around your eyes if you choose to use them there. But you can certainly blow your nose with them. The trash can's right over there. What kind of a question is that, little one? Of course I would be. You were crying. I didn't know off the bat, but I heard noises from your room as I walked by. Of course. It's only natural for me to patrol the halls at night, at least a once-over to make sure that everyone is snug in their beds, before I run off to do an abundance of different things. Regardless, that's none of your concern. I heard you. I came to check up on you. Everyone else is already in their bed, fast asleep. If it had turned out to be any one of them in your spot, truly, I also would have stepped in. Because I care. I understand. Fear is a great thing. It gives us prejudice towards those that we are scared of. I'm not angry. I understand that at least a few of the children within the confines of this hall are afraid of me. Fear is a great tool in the hindsight of things, so long as you don't let it blind you in how you use it. Well, look at it like this. Do you respect me? Of course you do. Do you fear me? It's all right. I know you do. You're still shaking. Fear and... well, look at it like this. Fear and respect are something that can go hand in hand. That's not to say it always does. It's more so... well, trying to figure out how to word it properly for someone your age. You understand to an extent. There can always be respect without there being fear. But if you look at somebody with fear and respect, there's a certain enhancement, often a sign that there will be no betrayal, or more of a sign of betrayal. It's a double-edged sword per se. Precisely. Where'd you learn that? Good. As you should be. Reading keeps the mind sharp. You must be getting tired. It's quite all right. You can rest your head against me. Easy. It's all right. You're safe with me. You always will be. I promise, little one. Rest your eyes. It's okay. Curl up. No nightmares will get you while I am by your side. I cannot promise such a thing, but I can certainly say that I will do my best to scare them all away. It takes a nightmare to fight a nightmare, doesn't it? Precisely. Easy now. Out like a light. How adorable. I envy you. Such a quiet little thing. If only all your siblings could be as such. Sleep well, little one.